Hey guys, what's going on? Been playing some Guild Wars these days, so I thought, hey, why not make some videos? There's some farm guides and stuff that I wouldn't mind showing people because there's not much out there for Guild Wars these days. So, and I still love the game. Guild Wars 1 still is and will always be uh, my favorite MMO of all times. What I'm going to show you today is a raptor farm. I'm going to show you Necromancer Warrior, and then I'm going to show you on a Ranger as well to show you that you can do this with literally any class now. Warrior, Necro, and Dervish are probably going to be a lot easier uh, to farm with. But, you know, if you don't have one of those that rata some, um, then you can just play it with any character, and I'll leave the links down in the description to the builds so you guys can check all that out. But yeah, you just go into Riven Earth from Radisum. I'll show you my gear and everything. On my Necro, you want Bone Lace on everything because of the armor plus 15 versus piercing damage. You also want Superior Curses. Mark of Pain is where we get most of our damage from. Well, all of our damage, pretty much. Our spike damage from 100 Blades, and then Mark of Pain just destroys everything. I have Vitae, the highest Vigor you can buy. If you can only afford a Minor Vigor, throw a Minor Vigor on. With the Necro build, stuff dies pretty easy. Same with the Warrior and the Dervish. Now the other builds you may want to splurge and try to get those superior vigors if you're playing a different class. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just Bone Lace, as much health as possible. And then for the swords, the same thing. You want Energy plus 5 sword. Health plus 30, or you can get Shelter, the Shelter mod, plus 7 versus physical, plus 7 armor versus physical, works as well. I just prefer the HP plus 30. I'm pretty sure the math works out towards pretty much the same. And then, of course, you want a Tactic Shield with more health, and Through Thick and Thin Inscription, which is plus 10 versus piercing damage. Again, just more armor versus piercing. Other than that, you just want enough swordsmanship, tactics to wear your stuff, and max out the curses, because that's what's going to be doing most of the work. Mark of Pain. And then we have I Am Unstoppable, 100 Blades, Protector's Defense, Soldier's Defense, Ebon Battle, Standard of Honor, Weary Stance, and Whirlwind Attack. And then you're also going to want a hero with 16 command, a Paragon Ritualist, so you can use your Vocal here that makes all your stuff last 40% longer. You're going to want Fallback, Incoming, Enduring Harmony, Make Haste, Can't Touch This, Stand Your Ground. You can also use some other, like, Find Their Weaknesses if you want to. If you want to put something else in here. There's a few others that are, like, Blade Turn Refrain is decent, but you don't really need it for these builds. Now you're going to want to cancel all your hero skills. How you do that is you just shift click them, and you'll get this little icon over it, because you don't want it to use its skills. This is a little bit of a micromanage build. You can also play this if you have a Paragon buddy that just wants some Azura points. You guys can farm together. Used to, back in the day, people would join your party. You could come in Radisum and say, hey, I'm Raptor farming. A bunch of people would join your party to get that reputation point, but the game's pretty much dead now, so nobody's really doing that. People are just farming themselves. So what we do is I'll explain a little bit before I go in, because stuff does happen decently fast. When you go in, you're going to immediately just hit fallback. You're going to grab the little crewy members thing, so you get Azure reputation, and then as soon as fallback ends, you hit incoming until you get to this cave. Once you get to the cave, you're going to want to make sure your character's selected so that your hero casts all the stuff on you. You're going to hit Enduring Harmony, make haste, can't touch this, stand your ground, you're going to flag your hero away, and then you're going to run to the very first raptor you see, and you're going to hit Mark of Pain on that raptor. And then you're going to gather all the raptors in the cave, and before Enduring Harmony runs out, you're going to want to hit I Am Unstoppable. And then as soon as you get everything gathered in a nice little pile, you're going to hit 100 Blades, Protector's Defense, Soldier's Defense, Ebon Battle, Standard of Honor, Weary Stance, Whirlwind Attack, and everything will just die. Now if something happens, your Ebon Battle, Standard of Honor gets interrupted, just hit Tab and hit Mark of Pain on something else. I usually don't have any trouble with this getting interrupted, as long as you have your defenses up first. You know, you hit these, bam, bam, and then hit this. Usually nothing interrupts you. But if it does, just hit Tab, Mark of Pain on another thing, and then do your little stance. So yeah, make sure you're in hard mode. This is a hard mode build. And I'll explain more as well as we're running through this. Alright, so as soon as we get in the Rat of Some, you're going to hit Fall Back. You're going to talk to the little crew member here, get your little buff. Go ahead and select yourself. Make sure you're selected when you're using your hero's skills. And we're going to go close to the cave. Let our heroes start casting all our goodies on us. And flag your hero away. And throw on Mark of Pain. You're going to want to make sure you get your Mark of Pain off pretty quick, because you don't want to get interrupted on Mark of Pain. I did it way too late. Before Enduring Harmony runs out, you want to hit that. And then click all our skills. Get that off. As soon as everything's balled up, just kill them. Grab your little bones. These are the Nick items for this week. You can also get Assassin Tomes, Elite Assassin Tomes. You can get tons of scrolls. You can get weapons and stuff. Obviously, right now, the farming code has set in, so I'm not getting much. But you can still get some stuff, and you get lucky and get some decent stuff. So what you do is you can just go do a quick quest or mission or something and come back and farm another 5 or 10 runs before the farming code gets terrible again. But yeah, I've been farming this on Ranger a little bit. I'll go ahead and show you that, because like I said before, this can be done on any character. It's a little bit harder, so I don't know if it may take me a bit to do it properly, but I'll show you here. Oh, actually, I didn't make a separate weapon set for the Ranger. I was just using the ones from my Necro. So let me pop those in storage real quick. I figured there's no sense to make another set of weapons just for showing you guys the Ranger. Alright. Go get my swords here and change my armor, because I am not using my faux armor on this character. My obsidian armor, whatever. Back in the day we used to always call it faux armor. It's technically obsidian armor is the name of it, but... Alright, so same swords. Let me throw on my other armor here. You see you want the stalwart. On just about any other character but Dervish, Warrior, Necro, and Assassin can use the infiltrators. You want to use the stalwart on any other character to do this run. So you can see it's pretty much just all the same warrior skills, just one skill. Again, I'll leave in the description the builds, like I said, the Necro, the Warrior, and the Dervish work the best. The other classes are much harder to do. And I'll show you that now. You see I have a ton more heroes. I was trying this earlier with just one hero, just Pyre here, and it was way harder with just one hero. So what I did is I brought General Morgan along here. General Morgan. So I basically have 16 Beast Mastery for Edge of Extinction with Pyre, and then General Morgan I have the 16 Command. I know it's not Morgan. And then he's got all the same skills my other Rit has on the Necro build. But then I just added all these other heroes. These are just random heroes with random builds I just threw on. Because what happens is there's a group that comes and it kills your EOE, your Edge of Extinction. If it kills your Edge of Extinction, then you can't kill the Brood Mother. And, you know, killing the Brood Mother is nice. So we're in hard mode again. Again, this is the same weapons as the Necro build. And yeah, let me see if I can get this one. This one's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to do, a little more micromanaging. You got a lot more to worry about. You can see that group of Raptors up there is what's going to come get us. As soon as my guy gets over here, going to use Edge of Extinction, cast all the skills, throw my guys as far as I can because I don't want them anywhere near me. We don't have Mark of Pain, so I'm going to hit Whirling Defenses. This is going to make it so stuff can't attack me while I'm gathering. And it's important to get as many Raptors as possible with this build, because Edge of Extinction is what's doing our work for us. And I found the sweet spot is right here. If you bring them right here, that's where stuff goes down. And hopefully everything gets in here quick enough. Oh, the Broodmother's still alive, so I'm going to hit finish him, and bam. And you can see I'm not in range of my heroes, so I get all the drops. And you can see that group up there now coming to kill my Edge of Extinction. It's a group of Raptors that comes through, and that's what I was having problems with earlier, not being able to kill the Broodmother. And you can see there's a couple guys left in the cave. If I was able to grab just this one more guy, or this other guy up here, ooh, there's a locked chest, then I would have killed the Broodmother instantly. If you can get all, there's 33 Raptors I think, if you can get them all, you can kill the Broodmother instantly. If not, you have your little finish him that you can use, and then you just resign out and you do it again. So it can be done with Ranger, it can be done with Mesmer, Assassin, anybody, any class. Like I said, it is harder. It was harder for me to get down especially, and the reason I did this is my buddy was doing it and he was like, I can't do it in hard mode. Of course, you know, he probably didn't have the runes and stuff, and he was like, I can't kill the Broodmother. Well, I was like, you know, it's hard when you're helping somebody to just be like, oh, this is what you have to do. So I was like, the heck with it. I'm just going to throw stuff on my Ranger and see if I can figure out what's going on. And so this is what I figured out. I put on these extra guys so that they basically will die to that group of Raptors. Actually, sometimes they kill the Raptors, but usually they die to the Raptors, and that just keeps the Raptors away long enough that my Edge of Extinction doesn't die. And then that's enough to kill everything in the Broodmother. Now, if your Extinction does die, if you're just looking for bones, you don't care about killing the Broodmother, you can try to get in, and you will kill all the little guys without Edge of Extinction. You just won't kill the Broodmother. It's a little bit sketchier. I did it a bunch, and obviously my buddy did it a bunch too. He might have been in normal mode though, but he was just farming the bones. The bones are the nick item for this week. He was just strictly farming bones. He didn't really care. But you do get Azura reputation. It might not be the fastest if you vanquish Azura zones, it'll probably be much faster. But I mean, you can get a lot of stuff. You know, you can get a lot of martial weapons. You can actually get these elemental swords here. I believe is where I actually got this one a long time ago, back in the early days of Eye of the North. But you know, you can get some inscriptions. You can get pretty much martial weapons, swords, hammers, daggers, and bows are what I get the most. But yeah, it's a nice little thing. These superior vigors I have, they were really cheap today, so I just bought a bunch of them to put on heroes and stuff. So that's why I have like a bunch of superior vigors laying around, because they were super cheap. They're usually like 60k. They were like 35k earlier, so I bought a bunch of them to use on heroes and stuff. But yeah, that's the guide. Again, I'll put everything down in the description so you guys can go there and get the builds, the gear, everything. And yeah, I'm gonna look forward to making a bunch more Guild Wars related videos. It's super fun. I still love playing the game. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys next time.